it's Natalie. Welcome to the Aurelia Animal Center. I'm so happy to be here with you today to share about some more summer safety tips. So as you know, we've been having a really hot summer and we want to protect our animals from the heat of the ground when they're out for their walks. So some of the signs that you might see that your animal is having a little bit too much pain because it's too hot is they won't walk. Maybe they're lifting their paws up, they're yelping, they're crying. So obviously those are some big indicators for that. But I'm going to show you a really cool tip as well to kind of test out whether or not the pavement is too hot for them to go out on a walk. If it's too hot, that's okay. Just find a grassy area for them. And on these hot summer days, make sure you always have water available for your animal and you can still go outside and enjoy the beautiful summer safely. All right, so a good rule of thumb is if you can put your hand on the pavement in a sunny day and keep it there for 5 seconds, and I mean a real 5 seconds, so 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, without it hurting your hand, it's probably a safe bet to say that you can take your pets out and go for a walk and it won't harm their paws. If you're even resistant to keeping your hand there for 5 seconds, it's not a good idea to go on the pavement and make your choice a grassy walk. In the summer, we deal with bugs and so do our pets. So some of the things that you want to be aware of when you're out for a walk with your animal is that mosquitoes, yes, they can transmit things to us, but they also can transmit heartworm to your animal. So be sure that you always have regular checkups with your veterinarian and have preventative medication for heartworm. Other things that you want to be aware of is ticks. Ticks are very big this season again. So when your pet comes in from a walk, you want to check them very carefully, even in between their paws, in between their toes, even in behind their ears, really everywhere, underneath their legs. Ticks can be very, very small and hard to see. If you locate a tick, then you want to give your veterinarian a call and ask what the next steps will be to be able to remove it safely. But you definitely want to check every single time you come in. And to prevent having ticks, or at least limit them being able to get onto your dog, is to not go into tall, grassy areas. Just stay on mowed lawns, and then walks, of course, if it's safe out on your sidewalk. There are also some certain types of dogs that have more difficulty breathing in hot weather. So if you have a northern dog or a short muzzled dog, you want to be aware and probably limit the amount of time that they are outside in the extreme heat. So again, check the weather and make sure you have a lot of water on hand. Maybe go for a shorter walk than normal or play some games inside instead. You just really want to make sure you know the type of dog that you have and keep them as safe as possible. You also want to take into consideration whether or not your dog is older, if they're overweight and on specific medications. That also can play a part on how long they can stay outside safely in the heat. And another thing is, how furry is your animal? Could you imagine going out on a hot day in a fur coat? I certainly couldn't. So that's what's happening with your animal. You want to brush them regularly. This will also help you to look for ticks while you're doing that. So maintain their furry coat as much as possible and keep that in mind and keep water nearby.